Hey, what's happening, though? 211, man. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards. Yeah.
I did the big Benz, 680 when I back in. The 820 split with the label on the back end. Recoup 10.
All right, so we got our family member, 211, jumping off the porch with us for the second time.
You know,
today.
back at it, back at it.
Yes, sir. Welcome
What's
back,
the
bro.
deal, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the A. Back, you know what I'm saying? Off the porch with it. You feel me?
Yes, sir, man. How you feeling today, too, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Getting a lot of work done. I got a new project on the way, Profit and Loss. So I'm just making my runs right now, you know.
Okay.
A lot of content dropping. So I just been working, you know.
Yeah, we were talking off camera, man. It doesn't seem like it's been almost 4
I
years
know
since
it's
he
been
was
4
last on the
years,
porch, man.
That's crazy, and I've been watching the progress too. You know what I mean? Like we was just talking off camera, even back in the day from before Instagram when it was Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all was just all like one of the first blogs that was like really tapping in and messing with the people like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I take my hat off to y'all for that. The progress is real, bro. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, and the first interview got such a great response too, man.
Yeah, they was on it. Yeah, they was on it.
Yeah, so you know, you're out here in Atlanta doing promo, man, and everything, man. How you like the vibes here in Atlanta? Know you used to live here, but how does you know?
I mean, I'm older now, so you know, I know I've been through like 3 phases of Atlanta, maybe even 4. You know, so this might be just my 5th time coming in, just the city change. You know, clubs, restaurants go up, they come back down, they go back up again. This spot popping, so I'm way out the loop. But I'm making my rounds, my second day out here. You know, it ain't over. I might extend my stay and just tap in with the land. You know.
Oh yeah, there's endless possibilities,
Hey,
opportunities
it's always
out
something
here,
to do.
man.
You know, I might stay until there's just nothing else left to do. You know what I mean? We done ran through all the clubs, all the restaurants, the lounges. You know, all the shop. I've been doing a lot of shopping since I was here. You know,
Okay.
That was one main thing I did in Atlanta. I hit all the spots. But just like I said about the clubs and the restaurants, now it's like new stores. You know, it's old stores revamped. I'm heavy in the exclusive game though.
Oh, yeah.
They're my good people. You know, shout out to T and Baby T. You know, I got the game from T, even on the clothing, you know. So I always that's like an inspiration for me, just going to the exclusive game and even watching his move. It's my partner too, we talk all the time.
Yeah.
But just on business, I be trying to get, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to get on a level, you know?
Yeah, you know, with you having your own store, I was going to ask if you
Yeah.
kind of get inspiration when you hit these other stores.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. But see, even with exclusive game, I've been knowing them since like 07. I've been knowing him since like 06, 07. You know, he was styling all the rappers. Even in the beginning, I didn't know that where these jerseys was coming from, but he was actually making them. You know what I'm saying? Customizing all the, with Jeezy clothes. Really anybody that had a throwback on, Slim Thug, from here to there. You know what I'm saying? It was like the jerseys was hot. This 03. So by the time, I think 07 come around and I was really playing Atlanta like that, and he introduced me to some clothing guys, but I'm like, I rap, like, well, I don't even. And when I got in the clothing game, I probably didn't even talked to him for like 5 years. And it's like, look, bro, hey, this is what I'm doing, And he just gave me a lot of motivation to step it up. It's a totally different industry. So me having to learn from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been doing it that long. So just on the wholesale retail side and, just taking the steps to get to the top, you know what I'm saying? In the fashion industry, I've been learning a lot.
Yeah, and I've been tapped into the IG page, and the Level Up store's been
Yeah,
booming,
Level
man,
Up
since you
store
last sat
is
on the porch,
popping.
bro.
Look, anytime y'all in LA, man, pull up to the Level Up store, you know what I'm saying? Inglewood, California, we like 5 minutes from the airport, so tap in as soon as you touch down, yeah.
I saw Queen Latifah in the
Queen
store,
Latifah
bro.
through there, man. Everybody be through there. Like, you never know who gonna walk through the doors. I didn't even know that was Queen Latifah though.
For real?
I was working the store that day. My employees called off, so I had to work the morning shift real quick. And I'm sitting in there, and the way it's set up, it's a lot of people from the restaurant hang out in the front,
Okay.
And that's where I got the motivation, like the idea to be like, okay, all these people in, they gonna peek in the store. So this particular day, I'm at the register, it's like 11 in the morning, and I see these people peeking in the door. I'm like, man, I hate that shit. Like, come in. You
Yeah,
see
really,
it's a store.
come in.
So by the time I'm finna be like, I'm like, is that Queen Latifah? I'm like, hold up. So by the time I could come around from the register, she walk in. She like, hey, I'm like, look, fuck all that. What's up, Queen? I need a hug. Ain't no handshakes or nothing. Look here, check it out. Cleo, you know what I'm saying? All that, living single, like, so I was low-key starstruck though for a few seconds, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't never met her before. But yeah, she came in and blessed and looked out, you know, supported the business. But it be all kind of people coming through there, basketball players, rappers, actors, actresses, everything.
Yeah.
I just did a partnership with Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
I saw that, man.
Yeah, so.
That's major too, by the way.
Yeah, I met her in the parking lot, and she thought I was like a worker because we was remodeling the place, and you know I did it with my people. Me and my people, we did it by hand ourselves, right? So she must have thought we was like workers. She like, what is this? I'm like, no, this is my clothing store. We just remodeling, and it went from that to like, how long you been here? What you do? And I start just giving her my story, and she like, oh, I like this young man, serious. So we gonna talk. You know, I'm like, I kind of didn't really know who she was. You know what I mean? I didn't know like the background. So when she pulled off, I'm like, man, somebody else telling me what they gonna do for me. I'm like, all right. 2 days later, I get a call. It's like, why? I'm thinking the homie called her from the feds or something like that. It's Washington, D.C. Yes, Congresswoman Maxine Waters is want to schedule a meeting, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Oh, it's on. And then, you know, she put me on how to get funded in certain areas, and I got the game. Shout out my tax lady, you know. She got me together. And yeah, I just been doing upscale, legitimate business, you know, and all been paying off though. So you know.
Oh yeah. And speaking for your love of fashion, like how far back does that go? Like as a kid, was you always big into this shit?
I say about, man, Jordan 6s. When Jordan 6s came out, it was like, I was a kid too, and it was like, oh, I can't get these dirty. And ever since then, it was like, oh no, I just had a love for shoes, you know. And then when it go from the shoes, it's like, oh, we gotta wear this. And back then, it was like Carl Kanai,
oh, yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger, and you know what I mean. And it went to that fashion trend, and I was just on it. Anything that came out, that was, you know, I put it together right. So I was known for that, you know, like in my neighborhood or whatever school I went to, it was like we was putting that shit on for real,
yeah.
You know.
So are you very hands-on with like the pieces that are in the store right now?
With every piece in there. I'm a buyer, so like
okay.
if you go into like Dover Street or Feature, if you're familiar with these stores, Maxfield, the Webster, something like that. These like high-end stores, like they have a buyer. Like a person that worked for the company, an actual buyer, and they trust him to pay him to go buy all the pieces that the consumer, you know. So, you know, we're not a big company like that. This is an independent company, and so I'm the owner, the buyer. I work the register, you know. I mop the floors, I clean the windows, I do whatever got to be done, you know, that needs to be done, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I have fun doing it. You know, even reselling, you know, it's like a gamble though, because you might get stuck with that money. So a lot of stuff, anything that I resell, I know it gotta be a hit, you know. And then I gotta know what type of consumers I'm dealing with. So I know I can't get this, and none of my clientele wear this type of shit, you know. So yeah, so I gotta be ahead of the curve though, in any type of fashion sense, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was the first person in LA to sell flares, stacked jeans, flares. Nobody wanted, I'm saying it's 2021. You know, nobody wanted them. I caught all the slack, but I knew a rep that was repping for one brand. Rep is like who I go through and buy, you know. And then he put me on, he like, yeah, this is Calabasas. And I'm not saying that they was the first ones to do it because it's just a cut, you know, it's a cut of the pants, but they was hot. And I had them first before anybody, you know, and when I sell them in the store, they like, come on, bro, bell bottoms. Anybody that was on fashion that really dressed, they like, oh yeah, those the ones. Even the first time I seen them on Quavo and Amigos. I'm like, damn, the way them jeans is sitting on the shoe. I'm like, that's hard. That's what they doing in Atlanta? You know, and then I watched the Instagram, do my homework. I'm like, okay, what are these called? And when they put me up on this brand, they had all flare jeans. You know what I'm saying? They was calling them flares. And I caught slack for like a year. I was like stuck with certain shit.
No, for real?
Yeah, like nah, they was clowning bell bottoms. Bro, let 18 months went by, and that is the norm. Regular pants is like they look at you, I mean, kind of in LA, like you weird. Like, why you got on regular pants unless they like some $1,500 jeans, $1,000 jeans or something. And then the baggy era is back now, but in a certain type of way. So I like that though.
Yeah, it's like
the
every 10 years,
was
everything
like,
cycles, you know,
man,
everything
that
comes
fucking
back.
Skinny,
Man.
I'm so glad that skinny jean shit over with. They still wearing them out here though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a big difference in the fashion trends between Atlanta and LA that you noticed?
Hell yeah. Even with the clothes, I gotta know. So I got a lot of out of town customers, a lot of out of town walk-ups from the restaurant next door. So they might be from Dallas, they could be from Chicago, Atlanta, Florida, and like the South dress loud. You know, you could see what people wear, like they loud, you know. LA is more, West Coast more subtle. Well, I would say LA and San Diego is more subtle. The Bay is loud though.
Yeah.
You know, the Bay, you know, with all the stuff on their shirt back in the hyphy movement, you know, they dreads and all that. We didn't do that in LA. That was kind of more of a Bay thing and a South thing, you know what I mean? But in LA, it's subtle clothing. You could tell from the culture, khakis, chucks, beanies, Cortez. This is all, you could buy a whole outfit from the swap meet, you know what I'm saying, for $100. And that was our culture, our fashion culture. It's still, you got West Coast, you got the khakis on, you got the Dickies, nigga, you LA, you chucks on, you gangbanging, like it was just, even like non-affiliates wore that back in the day, you know? So, so I just take all that in and just, when I, you know, shop, because ain't no telling who could walk through the door. So I gotta have something loud, I gotta have something subtle.
Yeah, it's like you gotta have something for everyone.
Yeah, but I can't please everybody. You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes I hate leaving like I hate letting money walk out the door, but sometimes I can't control it, you know.
Any thoughts of expanding to a second store?
Definitely. It's just LA's so expensive. It's just and I feel like I can't lose. I feel like I'm second guessing myself, but I want to go with it. But that shit is too expensive in LA, you know. So I want to be in a right, perfect place where perfect foot traffic in a neutral area, a rich area, but I still got to have my type of clientele for the clothes, for the pieces I sell.
Yeah.
So that's kind of tricky, you know. LA kind of segregated. It's only like 2 places to shop.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? 2 places. The malls is like burnt out. I ain't been in the mall in years in LA.
Would you go to a different city, or since you're so hands-on, you want to be?
I've been hearing
involved?
about Phoenix. I was trying to go to Vegas, and they kind of played me. I had the planned out everything. I did my homework to a T, down to you know, like the projected sales and everything from the walk up. Like, you know, you could look at the details on the real estate of the property. You know, like I was gonna be in how can I say, like a plaza, like a shopping plaza, but a big one on the strip, you know, and they'll tell you how many people come and go, how many, you know, customers walk in the foot traffic. So I did all the math on that and it was gonna work. And when I got there, they kind of didn't believe that I was ready like that. I'm talking on the phone, I'm like, look, I'm gonna come from LA. Do you have profit and loss statements? Yeah, I got that. Do you got taxes? Do you have 5 years? Yes, I've been in business 7 years. Like, I got everything, don't worry about nothing. I got my credit, I can show you whatever amount in the bank. I got the money up front, cash, check, whatever you wanna do. Say, yeah, come on. Thinking I wasn't gonna come, I showed up 24 hours later, they like, oh, the Raiders just took that. I'm like, bitch, the Raiders took that in 24 hours? Oh, but we got this. And it was some store in a cut in a corner, and it looked like I had to spend $15,000, $20,000 to even open the doors before I could sell a t-shirt or a pair of socks. Sure. And I'm like, yeah, that's a money pit. So that's, I mean, even in anything in business, it's like, shit can turn into a money pit, and yeah, I ain't trying to lose. So I gotta be, you know, planned out, all my ducks in a row, and shit gotta work, cause ain't no plan B.
It's gotta make sense too, for sure.
Ain't no plan B, you know what I mean?
So new project in the works, man. What can you tell us, like what type of vibes you cooking up on this?
Like, man, lately since I left here, I think last time I left here, I was really trying to find a new sound, a new, just a new way to, you know, articulate the words and just the message out. And I had to build some substance, but I had to switch my beat selection, but make it make sense. So it took me a couple of years to figure it out, and I got it down packed now. So, you know, anything that I'm recording on is all motivation, you know, slick talking. The beats is just crazy, out of this world, you know, and just, yeah, the wordplay. I'm heavy on the wordplay, and that's what's gonna keep me relevant.
Oh yeah.
You know, and just, you know, just reaching different regions on it, because it's timeless music that I've been dropping lately. The visuals been, you know, impeccable. So I'm putting all the content together and, you know, just going on a run. So, you know, so yeah, Profit and Loss coming the top of May, you know.
Okay, real soon then.
Yeah, real soon. Like, yeah, I'm mixed master, ready to drop. I got all the content. I got content getting edited. I got videos done already. I'm just finna load them up and just run and nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what inspires you to keep creating, what, over 20 years in this shit now, right?
Yeah, I'm on my 19th year.
19.
Shit, I just be motivated. I feel like there's still checks out there for me to get, you know? This shit don't stop. I need checks and checks, you know? It's just the love for the music. I've been doing it, why stop, you know? I get a check every month, so it's like,
real shit. I
could see if I wasn't getting no chili and I'm just spinning my wheels and turning this rap shit into a money pit, but if it's making some money, we gonna keep going.
No, absolutely, man.
And you know, the way the game is now, man, this shit easy. If your work ethic is up, you can share. If you nice with it, you can go in there and make 2-3 albums and sit back, do your mixing and mastering, and work on your content, because, you know, they want to see you. You can't just drop the music without no content. You gotta be in these people's face now. I was just telling my people, it's 250,000 artists dropping every Friday. Mm-hmm. What's finna make you stand out? You know what I mean? How you gonna be different? What you gonna why would they want to listen to you? You know, you gotta put on and stay working. Consistency. You know what I mean? That shit for sure. You gotta stay in it.
Yeah, and I feel like the West Coast is having this revival right now too, man.
You
like
know.
you guys ran shit last year, bro.
Yeah. Niggas weren't paying attention until shit died. I mean, we all pay attention to us. You know, we got a big enough region. Like I be telling people, man, you can get rich in LA. You can get rich in California and just our area. Mm-hmm. You won't have to go to the South and New York and all that. I mean, that's what's up though, but you can get rich in our region, you know, without even doing all the extra shit. So like we've been getting it, but you know, we've been in our own little world, and that's fine, you know, because we still getting it. Mm-hmm. But now when Dot jumped on the shit and it just turned up like that, and it put a magnifying glass on the land, you know, and everybody tapped in. That's crazy. I'm getting off the freeway. I've been in LA listening to the radio, you know, that shit everywhere. Mm-hmm. Kendrick shit everywhere. And I get off the plane in Atlanta and shit, 2 songs come on back to back. I'm like, damn, oh yeah. In Atlanta, it's up. You feel me? We on. So yeah. No, that's what's up.
Yeah, and even him just like shining light on the upcoming artists too, man. That was major, man.
That was major. I was at the Pop Out. You know what I'm saying? I was at the Pop Out. That shit was all love. Everybody was in there. That shit was everybody in there. LeBron in there. LeBron like right here. The homie tapping me. Blood, that's LeBron right there. I'm like, damn, niggas in here. Everybody, Westbrook, all in like shit. Models, stars, street niggas. Every gang member was in that motherfucker. We backstage in the trailers. Everybody through there, and it was love. I ain't seen LA like that in a minute. All for the homie though, like, you know what I mean? And that's how you show. That shit was crazy. I love it. I've been pushing shit like that though, but you know, collectively when everybody fall in line, That shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit some real shit. It's different when you like look at the politics and what be going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Behind closed doors outside, you know what I mean? Out there and shit. So yeah, nah, that was epic. You know,
Yeah,
I was back there. I could have jumped on stage. I'm mad every time I see that goddamn
For real.
concert. Cause I'm sitting right there and bam, the homie hit me. Oh yeah, we finna go around there. I'm like, all right. He come on stage, I'm sitting there, I'm watching the show, like, you feel me? I'm watching the show filming, I see everybody move from here, I'm like, where everybody going? And I start seeing niggas getting on stage, I'm like, oh, I look at my phone. They like, man, we telling you to come over here. I'm like, by the time I look over there, that shit packed. I'm like, fuck it, I watched everybody. I could have popped out on the stage, I'd be mad when I see that shit like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask if, you know, having that type of unity in LA, is that normal or was this like a very rare occasion?
Lately it's not normal, just from what's been going on lately, so that was rare. But it happened before. There's been plenty of waves like this before, you know? This is just what's going on right now, you know? He got the torch, he took it there, you know? I think it's just on a bigger scale. Cause like even when I first got signed to CT, I was moving with Rocket, me and Rocket, you know what I'm saying? We're not necessarily like our sections don't necessarily, cause he far away from me. I mean, I'm in Inglewood, they in Carson. But when we move, his like where he from is like, so his section moves and my section moves, and the people that, it's kind of hard to explain, but we was like Bloods and Crips together. When we pop out doing shows together, and it was like, I wouldn't say it was unheard of, but it was, shit like that is rare, but it come every blue moon. Like you'll see a wave of the Bloods and the Crips together. I'll be with G Perico every day. So
yeah, y'all got a hell of music.
Yeah, we got hella music, but it's like people that's outside looking in, like, how y'all do that? Like, what you mean? Like,
yeah, I guess if you're not from LA, it looks crazy.
It look crazy, but you know what I'm saying? It just be like that. You know, it's just the way this shit is structured. You know what I'm saying, in LA, for shit to be a certain way. Yeah. You know, but just by saying that, even everybody that was at the pop out, it was people that was from hoods that they get along with, but everybody here, like, okay, we bringing y'all here, y'all got opportunity to get on here and get busy, get seen and get heard. We finna put all that, we'll figure that out later, but we here for this cause right now. And it went up like that. Yeah. And yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, and I know, you're known as one of the most well-respected people in LA and in the rap game too, man. How would you feel like you built up that, being able to get that type of respect, man? And to keep that respect too. Yeah,
I never did no fuck shit. I never backdoor no people. I was never, so I just do all legitimate business, and I was the same way. I'm the same way when you see me solo or 100 deep. I'm gonna greet you and talk to you the same way. I don't give a fuck if like my people don't get along with your people. I'm gonna break the ice. Hey, I know I ain't gonna act different. What's happening, bro? Okay, yeah. I know what it is. We're gonna go that way. But I just been outside, but I was able to move around, and the way I move is kind of like different from everybody else. The energy I got is different from everybody else. I ain't out here crashing out. I ain't back talking or gossiping about niggas. I was never like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I just stayed in it,
Going back to you and G Perico, man, talk about that relationship and the chemistry when you guys are cooking up too, man, because y'all got hella songs that are bangers too.
That's my boy. Yeah, we got some joints. We got hella, he on my new project, you know? I got some shit. And then even like, we just be vibing, bro. We be having $1 million conversations every day. A nigga call me at 8 in the morning, like, look, man, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. You can do this, you can do that. I call him with an idea, what if you do this or if you do that? He like, oh yeah, I'm finna do that now, but I like the way he execute. Cause he'll do something and walk out the door, go do it real quick and come back like, look what we just did. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta turn my shit up. Let me do something, so we be kicking the ball back and forth, and it's just sharing information to get to the next level,
Y'all ever thought about doing like a collab project?
Yeah, but we just be making songs. Like we be in the same space every day, every other day. If he in the studio, come to the studio. I'll pull up, he'll do some shit, or I hear something, let me have that. Or shit, you can have that. Or he'll walk in my session, that's hard, I'm finna, or shit, he walked in the session on the project now and was just like, ooh, you finished? I'm like, yeah, I got something for that. Boom, he get on there, you know, and shit, I'll be saving songs, so I'll keep tucking shit, or he'll put some shit out, or call a nigga and be like, man, I'm finna drop an album Friday. Like, bro, it's Monday. Yeah, come do this hook real quick. Come do the hook, shit out Friday, shoot a video next Friday, that shit out, 500,000 views and streams and shit. So yeah, nah, that's bro.
The Black Dynamite single, that's going crazy.
Yeah. Shout out J-Rock, you know what I'm saying? I actually, the way that shit even came about, I you know, niggas be in the studio and I was feeling the power that day. Went in there, bust down, put it on a story. He was like the first nigga to tap in, like, nigga, that's that real music right there. I'm like, shit, jump on it. He like, send it. Send it. The nigga called me. I remember I was on the way to Casa Madera one night in Montreal. Finna walk up in the restaurant. I pull in the valet. He like, blood, I got the shit right now. Listen to it. I'm like, send it. He like, nah, I gotta bust it right now. And did it over the phone. I'm in the Beamer and shit. Got the bitch with me and shit. Right, I'm in the Beamer with the shit playing through the car play. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the valet with that motherfucker loud. He busted down on the FaceTime. I'm like, oh, that was hard. Let's get it. I'm in the valet for 30 minutes talking shit. They like, is you gonna get out or no? I'm like, nigga, I'm on the phone with J-Rock. Just watch out. We finna bust down real quick. We got some new shit. Yeah, drop that Black Dynamite. That motherfucker hard though. Trying to get this video together.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. That's the only thing that's missing for that, man.
It's en route. I just threw that out there for 2025, and I start coming up with new songs.
Okay.
You know, so I'm like, oh, so let me build a body of work real quick.
Yeah.
And I could add this in there, and then, you know what I'm saying, we revisit it with the visual.
Yeah, I saw you did like a promo video when you were in Colombia.
Yeah.
That shit was hard, though.
Yeah. I had to do it. Them reels be like catching and shit. That shit build your stream up. You know what I mean? Even if you shoot a video, I'm gonna bust like four. I'm bust like four one verse reels, piece of content, post that, man. Go tap back in. If you ain't tap back in, I'll probably have 1,000 extra followers the next week. Y'all ain't heard this. Yeah, go get that.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? So. Yeah, that content that content is key right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we was out there in Colombia. It was like a work vacation because I brought my cameraman and my studio equipment, and we had like a 5-story villa. We was in Medellin and flew out there with the homies, and I just needed to get away from LA. I needed a different scenery, you know, and a different type of. I need some inspo. So we got out there, and as soon as we got there, I was feeling the power. Hey, hook the studio up. Let's go shoot the video real quick up here. I spent most of my time working. Come up with I got a project right now, an EP after I dropped this project, already ready, 5 nights in Colombia.
Oh, really?
Probably like
everything that you recorded out there?
Everything I recorded out there. You know, I shot videos out there, got a lot of content. A lot of cultural shit too, you know. We went to Comuna 13. We went to the projects. We went to where they killed Pablo at. We riding bikes all through that shit too. Like we was on what is it, the motorized bikes and shit. You had to pedal. Yeah, we sliding all through there. You know, the whole city, and just fucking with the people and the culture, restaurant to restaurant. Like, yeah, that shit was different. That shit make you appreciate America, though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit make you appreciate what you got, cause shit, it's the real trenches.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the vibe was there though. Every time we come back in the house, I bust a verse. I remember Don Cannon sent me some beats right before I went too. Sent me a whole pack. So shit, half the shit Don Cannon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's on. So I was just going on a run, man. Shit don't stop. Gotta keep this shit going.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs you dropped last year was that Champagne Parties.
Champagne Parties, man. Shout out to TF on there. Yeah, we had the video too. And you know, them niggas on that shit breaking into cars, man. Whooped us for the rest of the video. But Yeah, champagne parties, that's one of my favorite joints. Yeah.
What was the inspiration when you recorded? Like, what was you going through that day, man?
Honestly, I don't even remember the day we did it. I remember the day I did the hook, because I did the hook, and I think I did the hook first, and then I just came with a verse. And I was like, oh, this shit crazy. And I think TF walked in the studio, and we was just sitting in there listening to that shit like 20 times, and he said, oh, I got one. Come on, you know, let's go. Shoot this shit tomorrow. You know, that's another homie I vibe with too, like in the lab, you know, shout out to TF. We got 5 projects together, 4 projects together, Scandalous Levels, the series, you know, 1 through 5. And bro been a lot of inspiration from just like lyrically and how I put these songs together and the shit I'm talking about and the wordplay too, you know. So yeah, when I get in with him, that shit be something different. We be trying to outdo each other, but then that shit on the low, and then that shit like you know, friendly competition.
Make you step your shit up, man.
Yeah, but what? He'll go in there and do something. I'm like, oh fuck that.
Can't get bodied on this shit, right?
Yeah, nah, finna erase my verse, bro. I got you. Come right back in. Boom. He like, oh, I got something else. Boom. Next thing you know, we got 5 songs. All right, you ready to do another project? Yeah. Add 5 more songs. Shoot 3 videos. Put that out. And that shit been boosting up just the activity and you know, awareness to for both artists too. You know.
What's the next single or video? You got something already ready?
Man, I was in Mean Streets last night. I did like 3 joints, man. Shout out to my boy Mike Summers. I got some new joints. I did some shit last night that made me want to press pause on everything and drop this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to press pause on everything right now, though. Management like, nah, we gotta go. So I'm like, I still posted it on Instagram, though. I had to. Y'all get this?
Oh, that's the one you
I
previewed
today.
last night?
Yeah. That was this morning. I woke up like, man, fuck that. We dropped
That shit was hard, too.
Yeah,
I saw it right before you pulled up. I was like, God,
yeah,
damn.
that shit was going, so I'm finna figure this out. I'm finna get that to y'all ASAP, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So new project, top of May?
Top of May, new project. I got some leaks. I got a leak next week, you know. I shot a video before I came out here. It's called Get Some Money. So that'll be out by the time this drops for sure.
Okay.
Go tap into that. And then, you know, I'm just starting to run. Yeah. You know, starting a whole run. And, you know, my goal is 6 projects by January 26th.
Shoot.
And then, you know, from there, you know, sky the limit.
Yeah.
This shit really don't stop though. I'm going 20 projects by 2027. We just gonna keep going till I can't talk no more.
Yeah, as long as you still got the passion for this shit.
Hey, I could do that. I mean, this ain't all I do. You know, I multitask. You know, I'm running 3 businesses and doing rap shit. And still gotta find a life. I really don't even have a life. My life is business. You know what I'm saying? Anything else, I'm going home by myself. And you know, write on my whiteboard, that's still business. You know, planning, like, man, look, this time can't be wasted. You know?
That's it. What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now?
Man, stop crashing out, bro. Y'all niggas be crashing out over the dumbest shit that don't be worth no money. You know, I want to tell everybody, I mean, even if they don't know, bro, look, views, let's say like, man, all that content shit don't be worth, you know, the consequences, you know, all on camera, that shit just too much, bro. I see a lot of people getting caught up, not like podcasts and media and shit, but just the, you know, the young niggas on cameras and shit, like, bro, you just gotta be smarter than that, man. There's too much money out here to get. A lot of this shit be nonsense, you know. Consistency, man. If you got the vision, if you could think it, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Try to build something and get some money out of it, you know. But I ain't trying to be preaching to everybody. That's just my advice, because he asks, you know, do what you do. We know you grown, you know right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my advice.
No, that's real. Because these kids, they post anything these days,
Bro,
man.
it's
They
just
doing
like,
the
it's like a
stupidest shit.
drug or something like that. Like, this shit. I remember, look, I just got used to cameras maybe 10 years ago. I remember back in the day, niggas didn't take, we ain't taking no pictures. Like, watch out, man, turn that camera off. I remember we used to be on the tour bus, we taking bitches' phones. Like, hey, you got a phone? Give me your phone. All your phones. Like, we're not playing that, and now it's just the norm. It's crazy. I mean, it's the norm. It's life now. But it's like I was around before the internet, so I could. It's not really no drug to me, you know. But this is all they know, you know what I mean? So, yeah, be careful outside, man. You know, it's a lot more than the hood and in your section, man. Travel the world, go see the world. You know, I know homies that's working jobs, regular jobs, and they vacation time, and they out of here going to see the world. That should be priceless. You ain't gotta be no rich nigga. It don't cost nothing to get a passport. That shit, $150. You know what I'm saying? Go see some shit, and then they come back and make you appreciate life. Cause it be a lot of niggas that don't appreciate the life. I've been in hella cities and just the price of life is just like, nigga don't give a fuck about shit. When you go other places to slums, third world countries, and you like, man, there ain't no opportunity out here.
Real shit.
Like, this all they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you come back here, you be like, oh, the world is mine. I can have the world. There's too much opportunity. And I think they don't take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
No, that's real shit, man. All right, dude, so you got any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up here, bro?
Man, you know, shout out to Dirty Glove Bastards. We off the Porch with it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the North, shout out to the land, shout out to whole LA, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Level Up store, you know what I'm saying? You in LA, pull up to the Level Up store, you might see me, you might not. You might get a discount, you probably won't. 1409 Centinela Avenue, Inglewood, California, 90302. You know what I'm saying? Follow the store at The Level Up Store on Instagram, you know? And then you'll see me on there. Holla at me at 211, the number 2, 11 spelled out. Yeah.
I did the